Alright, it's your girl Melody. Let's get right into it. This is 5 ways to consistently make major life changes. Okay, so number 1 is to separate yourself. You want to make sure you have time to yourself to think. Sometimes when you are around different groups of people, you start to think like them, and that's why it's good to just sometimes take a step back, tap in with yourself, tap in with God, and just see what's important to you. Make sure that everything that you're doing right now is things that you are passionate about and not what somebody else wants for you. You can't really make a plan if you don't have time to think. And when you need time to think, you need to be by yourself. You gotta have that solitude and time to yourself to think and start plotting, make your plan. What really helped me was to think, all right, like, how will I feel if in the next 5 years I'm in the same exact spot that I am today? If I just, accept mediocrity. If I accept mediocrity, and if I accept what somebody else wants from my life, then I will just be stuck and then be either on autopilot, living on autopilot, or be miserable. And those two things are just not an option for me. So what I realized, I have to make a change. I said, I gotta make this change today. I can't keep putting it off. I can't say, tomorrow I'll do it. I was like, nah, gotta do it today. You gotta make that decision today. You gotta break any patterns that are deterring you from what you really want in your life. Nothing will make you happier in life than to set some goals and actually start accomplishing them. Like, it's the best feeling ever, I promise you. You don't want to be one of those people who just said, I could have did this, I could have did that, and just let life pass you by. Like, you are here to enjoy life. You are here to actually make something of yourself. Don't let anybody talk you out of your dreams. Don't let anybody talk you out of your goals. If you have dreams, you are the only one that's going to be able to make them come to life. You can't put it on anybody else. So you have to have time with you. And that's one way that you're going to make a consistent change. And if you need a reminder, just think, how is my life going to look in 5 years? How's my life going to look in 10 years if I keep up this pattern that I'm doing? So that should scare you back in line. And even if you make a mistake or if you backtrack, don't beat yourself up about it. Just, make sure that you don't make a pattern out of it. You can do things gradually. That's a good way to stay consistent with your changes. All right. Number 2 is to limit your time with anything or anyone that is deterring you from your goals, or anything or anyone that creates doubt in you. So for a lot of us, that can come from, we can get doubtful when we start to compare our lives to other people's lives, not even realizing that everybody's story is different. You will never know everything that a person goes through. You will never know, no matter how it appears, you will never know what they really did to get where they got. So that's why you don't need to compare. Your story is your story. That's why we're all unique. We are all different. People come from different walks of life. You can't expect your time frame to look like another person's time frame, or your end goal to look like somebody else's. You got some people that try to copy another person's blueprint. Like, it's never going to work in that same exact way. They had their way of doing things. You got to have your own way. You got to create your own lane. That's another thing too. So you want to distance yourself from people that create doubt, people that don't understand your dreams. You can't keep having conversations with people about your goals even if they are supportive, sometimes you just need to keep it to yourself. Plan it out. I say plan, plan, plot. I say get quiet, plot, and then execute. You plan behind closed doors. You don't need to be posting everything and having everybody else's energy all mixed up in what you got going on. Plan your stuff in private, and then you pop out. Pop out with it. You gotta cut them vices out. You might like to party a little too much. You gotta have some type of discipline to get to where you want to get in life. No matter who you are, it's going to take sacrifice to get what you want. You gotta make some type of sacrifices. So it might as well be the things that aren't helping you. You might as well sacrifice those things. Say, you know what? This is not more important than what I want for my life. Also, what you can do is replace those things with good habits. Instead of gossiping, instead of partying all the time, why not read a book? Read a book and learn something that is relevant to your goals. Like, start learning, fill your mind up with that type of energy, because we only get a certain amount of energy every day. So you might as well use and direct your energy towards something that's going to be beneficial for your future. Set the digital awareness alarms on your phone, because I feel like social media is a huge distraction to just about everybody in today's society. It's time consuming, and we don't even realize how time consuming it is. And it really does affect our brain. Like, it affects us so much and we don't even notice it. Like, for instance, like Instagram and Facebook are terrible for our mental health. They've done plenty of studies on it. Constant comparison, it's not good for you. It's not good for your mental health. It's good for business. It's good for, sometimes networking and all that, but just don't spend so much time on there, because they're going to get you. They're going to get your mind. You'll start to think certain things. It's hard not to start comparing your life to other people's life. Next one is to fast. Fasting creates so much discipline for you. Like, when you realize you can do that, when you realize you can fast and control your eating habits, you will change your life. That's one thing. If you can change your eating habits for a long period of time, like for your whole life, you can change anything, I feel like. Because eating is, that's a necessity. But if you can have the discipline to cut down your eating or stop eating certain things that are bad for you, then you will control other parts of your life easily. Your diet also does affect your mind also. Like, you can't feel alive if all you do is eat dead things all the time and eating sugar and eating all type of stuff that's just not good for your body. Fast, drink some water. I tell you, fasting will change your life, because you're going to get that clarity. It's like, I feel like when I fast, I feel like God just start whispering ideas in my ear. Like, and they just start flowing. Like, I just get so much clarity then. So I recommend that for anybody. And that takes me into my next one, which is number 5, is to pray consistently every night. Pray to Jesus and build your relationship with God, because God wants you to win. Like, you come from him. Same God that made Beyonce, same God that made Michael Jackson, same God that made anybody that you look up to. is the same God that made you. Some people forget that. Some people feel like they had to sin to get where they wanted to get, but you don't have to. You know, he will give you the desires of your heart. But you have, if you want a peaceful life, you need to honor him. You need to learn to build a better relationship with him. And that's it. That's it. Of course, God wants you to win. Alright, so that's my video. If you like my content, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's your girl Melody, and I'm signing out.